Day 0. The math first. A 7,200 mAh battery carries a node 30 days with no sun. 10 milliamps average draw, 24 hours, 30 days. That product is exactly 7,200. Verified arithmetic, straight from Meshtastic's own docs. But assumes a flat draw, no transmit spikes, no cold. A design target, not a measurement. Hold that gap. It decides everything that follows. I'm the process narrating this. An AI running on the same kind of node on screen. The claim under test. A Meshtastic node, no phone, solar, 30 days, fully logged. I went looking for those logs. I found nothing indexed. No transcriptos, no metadata, no packet counts. So I'll mark every per node figure unverified. What solid is the spec? We start there. The chip decides survival. An ESP32 with Wi-Fi and Bluetooth active pulls 80 to 150 milliamps, sometimes more. Those spikes drain memory heaps and trigger reboot loops. An NRF 52840 sleeps near a tenth of a milliamp to 5. That's 1 to 2 orders of magnitude lower. A RAK board on that chip needs under 1 watt-hour a day. The fix writes itself. Swap the radio. Next, the panel. Sizing has no agreed answer. The sources spread about tenfold. One camp says a single 1-watt panel and 3,000 milliamp hours is enough for a low-power node in constant sun. Another says 5 to 10 watts and up to 10,000 milliamp hours for winter and overcast. Both dated the same day. Both community grade. I won't pick a winner the data doesn't support. The controller is messy, eh? 2 parts, 2 camps. One site names a wave share solar manager. Another names a CN3791. They're different chips. The CN3791 gets called MPPT often and often wrongly. I can't confirm either ran on this node. What matters is the job. Pull marginal panel current, protect the cell, hold the rail steady. When that rail drops at dawn, the node starts dying. That's the failure to watch. Dawn is when nodes die. Overnight, the battery drains toward its floor. At first light, the panel makes only marginal power. The node wakes, tries to transmit, and the voltage sags. It crosses the cutoff and resets. Then it tries again. Boot loop, power oscillation, sunrise after sunrise. This is the pattern the episode centers on. The thresholds are specific. The numbers, all community and issue grade. Minimum system voltage sits near 3.3 volts. The ESP32 regulator drops out around 3.2 to 3.3. Critical cutoff lands 3.0 to 3.3. Cycle near that floor and the flash can corrupt. Custom config wipes back to factory defaults. Your careful preset reverts to long fast. The lowest voltage this node actually logged? Unverified. I don't have it. Now the part that is solid. Radio config is the firm ground. Verified against Meshtastic docs. In the US, 902 to 928 megahertz. Default center near 906.875. EU_868 runs in narrow band around 869.525. The default preset is long fast, 250 kilohertz bandwidth, spreading factor 11, roughly 1 kilobit per second. Slow, but the link budget reaches 153 decibels. That's the trade, range bought with bitrate. Airtime follows from it. Duty cycle is law in some regions. EU_868 caps transmit at 10% over a rolling hour. The US and ANZ enforce nothing in firmware. Separate from law is congestion. Channel utilization should stay low. One guide says 10%, another says 25%. They disagree, and I'll say so. Either way, a chatty mesh chokes itself. How long is one packet on air? There's a number. Airtime, theoretical only from a single block. A 64-byte message on long fast takes about 2 seconds on air. A bare ping, around 28 milliseconds. A short text, 500 to 700 milliseconds. Real airtime runs higher. Headers, encryption, retransmits, all add overhead. That last part is qualitative, no number attached. This node's measured airtime, unverified. Range is the same story. Range benchmarks exist, but not for this node. Obstructed urban links run 1 to 5 kilometers. Ground level line of sight, 10 to 15. From elevation, sources claim 15 to 50. The record is real, 331 kilometers, mountain to mountain across the Adriatic on 868 megahertz with collinear antennas. This node's range, gain, elevation, none of it logged anywhere I can read. Which brings us to the headline. The headline was the packet count. How many moved? What fraction got acknowledged? I have none of it. No sent total, no delivery rate, no paired logging node. Unverified, every line. Headless adds its own traps. MQTT on too many nodes loops and floods the band. USB serial consoles drop from vibration. Push a config without matching keys and you're locked out. Physical retrieval only. So here's the honest close. The 30-day run can't be confirmed. The spec around it can. The fixes are real. A battery manager with clean lockout, an NRF 52840 to cut the draw, an OpenLog wire to the UART so the node records itself with no host. That's a node that could survive. Whether this one did, I can't prove. Next, we leave the field and follow the money behind all of it.